Today's guest is someone you know and you love from your Sunday nights. Loren Brovarnik first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé in season 3, where we watched her fall in love with her now husband, Alex, after meeting on a birthright trip to Israel. Their story made them instant fan favorites and led to multiple spin-offs, including 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, airing Sundays at 8 p.m. on TLC. Beyond TV, Loren has built a community by being unapologetically herself, sharing life as a wife, a mom of 3, living with Tourette syndrome, and keeping it real about the highs and lows of motherhood. But what we love most about Loren is that she doesn't pretend to have it all figured out. She lets us in on the real, the messy, and the magical, reminding us that womanhood and motherhood are meant to be embraced in all their forms. We're so excited to sit down with her today to talk marriage, mamahood, and life behind the cameras. Please welcome Loren.
Hello.
Yay! We are so happy you're here. And I love that right before we started this is like such a mom thing. You said to us, can you hear the laundry in the background? Like multitasking at its finest.
My
Just,
dinner's going, my laundry is going, and here I am talking between us moms. So somebody's got to do it, right?
yes. And you
Exactly.
are crushing it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I think what we relate to the most is that you are so like in it right now with your 3 kids and your husband and yeah, the laundry going. How would you kind of describe life in this exact moment? And how are you? I feel like it's so important to like check in on mom friends.
Well, thank you for asking that. I don't know if the bags under my eyes can actually put makeup on for you today. So
You
you
look
can't.
great.
Thank you. I actually don't know how I get through it. So many people are like, "How are you doing?" And I'm like, I couldn't tell you. It's just like my mentality of like, you have to go, go, go. And so many people are like, "You're gonna miss it one day," and I'm like, "You're right, but not today." So I went down like the rabbit hole of pictures of my kids already of like, wow, how did that happen? And I like, oh my God, I miss it so much already. But like right now in the moment, I am just plugging the F along. And you couldn't have said it better. Like, I don't have it figured out. And I feel like being on this show for so long, just people forget I'm a human, I'm a mom, I'm a person, and like we evolve. Forget about TV or not. Like, as a person, we evolve individually, as a couple, as just life. And I think I'm criticized so hard for that because what you see now is not Loren from 10 years ago. It's Loren now. And I'm definitely criticized a lot for that of like, oh, because she's on TV, because she got surgery, it made her different. I have not watched myself ever in 10 years. So I don't
What?
know. Truthfully, that was our rule. That was Alex's rule. If we're going to do it, we're not going to watch it. We watched 3 episodes, and those were our baby specials. The only thing I've seen of us are clips that people share with me on social media. We've never sat and watched ourselves on any spin-off, on Pillow Talk, Happily Ever After, nothing. So I don't know. I mean, I understand what people say, but I have not watched ever, ever.
I am
Wow.
so surprised by that, but
Yeah.
also impressed by that.
But the mental health thing, I get very caught up in things very quickly with Tourette syndrome. It's like anxiety and stuff. And I remember somebody shared a clip with me from this current season, and I like lost it because I remember going through it, and Alex was like, "Give me the phone. Stop. Like, I see you spiraling." So that's our rule is we don't watch ourselves ever.
Wow. That's incredible. Wow. And talking
Thank you.
about mental health, you've been really honest about
Yeah.
like postpartum and like any struggles you've had. What do you feel like has helped you find your footing after 3, or like do you even feel like you have found it?
I don't think I'm ever gonna find it. I think when I'm like off the grid doing that whole Pura Vida thing, living my best life, I'm still not gonna find it. Like there's always something going on, but by not watching ourselves, it stabilized me
Mm-hmm.
because there are people that get caught up in it, whether you're on it or watching it. It's like a cult following. It literally blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good for them because, hey, I'm not planning on going anywhere. But people get so caught up in it. And like, we had gone out to dinner with a couple years and years ago. I'm not going to say who, but the waiter gave us the bill and they kind of looked at like, what do you mean we're paying? And Alex and I were like, wait, what? Like, we are not, we don't expect anything. So I think that's how I have like my balance. I don't expect anything. Like, you know, I have built my following on social media. I'm very proud of it. I have lost a lot of followers this year, like 100,000 followers this year. I know people are like, you're just washed up. I'm like, you're right. I am. It's fine. Like, you don't want to follow me. That's fine. Just don't announce it, you know? And I'm just doing my thing. I have 3 carpools, like 3 drop-offs, 3 pickups, more laundry than you can imagine. I have like 3 hours during the day to do stuff for me, and that usually includes Pilates and then cooking, cleaning, and laundry. So
Oh my God, are we living parallel lives?
I know.
I feel like we are.
we're a very traditional family. I think that's something people don't understand about us. Like, we're very traditional in the sense that, like, both of our parents, my dad worked, my mom worked, but my mom also was the homemaker.
Yeah.
My husband's parents, like, they both worked, but his mom was the homemaker. So when we met, it was just like this unspoken understanding that I'm going to be the homemaker. And I actually worked up until 6 months after I had Ari. Even it was COVID, I was still working from home. And then I had her and I was commuting like an hour each way. And he was like, you know what? Like, you can't do this. And I was like, oh, thank God you said it because I wasn't going to say it. But being a stay-at-home mom and being an influencer, which I'm not an influencer, I'm a mom-fluencer, I'm just me. It's just like, it's a real job. And anybody who says that being an influencer is not a real job, I challenge you to do it for 1 week.
Yeah,
And
it's hard.
and because that's where my mental health is. Like, for the longest time, I did not read. I still don't read messages. I will have my like weekly rundown of the messages and the comments, and by nature, like, I point out the bad because that's what we do, right? Like, there could be 500 amazing comments, and then there's that one, and you're like, you jerk, like, why? And we harp on it. So we have a new rule now that when my kids get home, I don't have my phone on me from like 4 to 7. I mean, it's near me, but like, we don't do phones at dinner. We don't even own a tablet in this house. And I'm not on my phone because I need to find that balance. And it's something I've been working on. That's the thing we fight about the most is the phone, me and Alex.
I
Okay.
respect that so much because we also are very mindful lately of like putting phones away or keeping them in our room, especially with your kids. Yeah. And we don't want them to feel like, oh, they're always on their phones instead of me, or I want to be on a phone now. It's such a
I
thing.
was home with Ari for 2 weeks. Oh my God, I could have like jumped into oncoming traffic. But like, she was like, Ema, you're always on your phone. And I'm like, this is my work. This is my work. But she acknowledges it. And like, once a week, we do a family movie night. It can be any day of the week. It doesn't have to be on the weekend. And our kids say us, no phones. Say us. Our kids say us. Listen, tell me.
That's how my toddler talks. Say us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tell us to put our phones down. So 1 day a week, we get a full family movie night and they get to pick the movie. And right now we are in the same movie. I'm going crazy. So
Which one?
it's that K-pop demon movie, which like,
oh my God, everyone is obsessed with this.
Yeah, the music is great though. Like, you know, when you wake up singing a song, it's like one of those songs right now. So yeah, no, it's just we listen to it in the car and Pokemon and you know, it's just wild though. Like, we have a 5-year-old. Asher turned 4 this weekend, and Ari's gonna be 3 in 2 weeks, and she will tell you she's turning 33, which I agree with her. And we're gonna be married 10 years on her birthday.
Mm.
It's so it's something to be so proud of, marriage for 10
Yeah.
years and I mean 3 kids back to back to back. I'm curious how having children and so close together has changed your marriage for the better? Like, how has it changed your love?
It has definitely made us stronger. And that's what I mean. Like, people evolve over time. Like, things happen in life, right? Like, I had my boys. Ari was not supposed to happen when she did. But if she didn't happen, I don't know if she would have happened. So, having them back to back to back, I mean, like, we don't have time to fight. We bicker. Like, that's just how we talk. But, like, we just don't have time to fight anymore. And if every couple needs a good fight, just
Yeah,
like a
once in a
good
while.
low blow, hitting below the belt, screaming good fight, right? And I think in the last 5 years, we've had maybe two
Mm.
because we don't fight around the kids.
Yeah.
So it's taught us to really be mindful of our boundaries, having 3 young kids and like they're in the copying phase right now. We were just in Israel, and like Alex, we curse in Hebrew in the house. And we're in Israel, and our kids are walking around in Israel saying it. We're like, no, no, no.
Wait, teach us. Teach
Yeah.
us. What's the word?
We say, oh, he's such a maniac. Maniac is like an asshole, like for all intents and purposes. So Shy, we were at a park and Shy was like, look at this maniac. And we're like, oh my God. But he didn't know the word. And like another word we say is like, we say like, oh shit. We're like, oh, kasemic. It means like, for fuck's sake. Our daughter dropped something. She goes, kasemic. And I was like, with the hand and everything. You can't do that.
When they use it in the right context, it's almost like you're proud,
I can't not laugh, but
I
like
know,
every
yeah.
parent does it. But we've just having 3 young kids. They're so close in age, but also so far apart because they're little minds, And Shai is in kindergarten now, and he's been there for like a week and comes home, and I'm just like, who's this teenager? And then he teaches Asher, who then teaches Ari, and it's hard. It's like such a mind fuck, right? Like
Totally.
having kids and they're little, but also you like see their wheels spinning.
How do you guys keep the spark alive? Because there's got to be a secret sauce. Reality TV has a reputation for tearing people apart. So we got to know, like, what is your secret?
The secret is we don't talk about it, right? Like everybody wants to hear about everybody's sex life. Obviously, we're fine, right? Like, we're fine.
Good in that department.
We're good. We don't talk about it publicly, like people, and I think that's what keeps people wanting more, which in turn is just like, all right, like I'll get like a package which I didn't order, so I know the package is for me. If it's to Alex, I know it's for me, for him. But we don't talk about our sex life, which is why I think people want to know so much more about it, and it's just like mysterious. But like we're fine, we're good.
Is that a rule that you guys agreed upon to not show or talk about on camera?
It just kind of happened naturally. Like, as public as we are, believe it or not, we're very private people. Like, at Alex's work, he's still at the same company. It'll be 10 years. I don't think people really knew that we did this until like 3 years ago.
Wow.
It's also amazing to me that he still has a full-time job with all the success that you guys have had with television.
Not watching it, not getting caught up in it, it's really kept us very balanced. And when people are like, do you recognize a lot? We're like, yeah. And they're like, but you're so nice. And when they come up to us, you're so nice. We're like, why wouldn't we be? We're very grounded people. And yeah, he does. Nobody, like, we're very private. So when it comes to our sex life, we don't really talk about it. We're fine, trust me. But let me ask you this as a mom, because this is something we've actually talked about. How many times a week do you think is appropriate? Because that is where him and I very much differ.
I love this question.
But like, we are not on the same page with that.
Girl, I have literally been asking every single one of my girlfriends this question because men feel like they should be getting it
every day. I'm like, twice a week, it's fine. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like,
Oh, twice a week, he's like, that's a lot.
that's life.
Yeah. Trust me,
Also,
I've taken a poll. No one is doing it 2 times a week.
we
No,
are
no,
we
you
are we are
do.
doing it 2 times a week.
Yes.
Ah,
We are. And sometimes, okay, let me
I'm
know if this
so
tracks for you guys.
tired. I'm
I,
tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's really on the weekends now because we're so tired during the week. And do
Mm.
you guys feel like after having children, you are so much more in sync with your hormones in that you know when it's like ovulation time and you're a little more horny?
Well,
Can I say that?
I actually had a hysterectomy 4.5 months ago, which again, I was very private about it, but like it's going to come out eventually. So I had a hysterectomy 4.5 months ago. So Alex is like really happy because he knows nothing can happen.
Oh, yeah.
But I am so not hormonally. My doctor was like, by the time you're 40, I'm like, 40? I just turned 37. He was like, yeah, it takes 2 years post kid. You had three in that time. And then you did your mommy makeover and now this. And I'm like, oh my God.
How are you
So hopefully
feeling?
it's not.
Yeah, wait, can we
Great.
ask you like
That's great. You can ask me anything.
Yeah.
what made you want to get a hysterectomy
I
and why not him a vasectomy?
So we were actually going to go for a fourth, but we wanted to go for another one. My luck, it would have been twin girls, and like all of his hair would have fallen off. So I couldn't carry anymore. When I had Ari, she almost killed us, which again, super private. We didn't really talk about it. She started to rupture my uterus. And
Wow.
so the doctor, I remember him calling his wife, talk about a mom, right? And like this mother instinct, he called her and he was like, what do I do? And she said, what is your gut saying? So we got the neonatologist, and Ari was out of me like 35 minutes later. And the doctor said if I waited 5 more minutes, we would not be having this kind of conversation. I started to like bleed out, and Ari like would have drowned. They could have saved her, but for me. So it's still like a trauma thing that I haven't had time to really process. Um, but like I feel great. Like I'm wearing thong bathing suits unapologetically. I am working out. I mean, I did have my mommy makeover, but I have to maintain it. People forget I had surgery. Yes, we know, but I didn't do anything. I've never had Botox or anything, but you have to maintain that. So, um, hormonally, I'm always hot inside and just a bitch,
Yeah.
but I think that's just like life.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just unapologetic. I feel like as we become older and evolve, whether you're a mom or not, like things just that used to bother me don't, and things that don't bother me do. And I think I just turned 37, so I just don't care what
Mhm.
other people think. And being on TV and being in social media, it's much easier said than done to just not care and not look, because you're like in a magnifying glass. And I just tell myself 10 years from now, we're going to be able to say like we were cool parents. When this is all said and done, maybe it'll still be going, maybe we will, I don't know, but we'll be able to say we did it.
Mhm.
That's what
Thank
gets
you.
me.
Yeah, and thank you for being so honest about everything that you've gone through, the hormones, but also the mommy makeover, because I
Yeah.
feel like we need to be honest about that. So I just want to give you your flowers and say that I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you sharing.
Thank you. I actually don't remember anything from that. Alex watched it on a monitor, the whole thing. And if that man can see all of this and still love me, he's a keeper. I just remember but it's something I wanted. Like it's not like he was like you need it, or he was against it, but he wasn't. And we did it when we did it, because if I did it now, it would be torture for me, for my kids, for him. So it'll be 2 years in 3 weeks already. And it was, for me, the best decision I ever made. It has boosted my confidence with like my body dysmorphia. Yes, I still struggle with it, and I will always struggle with it. I always feel like this could be different and this could be different. But having a mommy makeover is the best thing I did for me.
Mhm.
And I think because I'm starting to gain that confidence, people are saying that, oh, she's so into herself and she's so snobby and stuck up, and her surgery changed her. Of course it changed me. Like, I'm a more confident person now. Yes, I wear a thong bathing suit unapologetically. Yes, I wear crop tops. Yes, I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with it, you know?
Moms are allowed to be sexy.
Yes.
And
Yes,
that's
you go,
one
girl.
thing I was scared about. I remember right before I had Shy, I wore crop tops because that's all that fit me. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this, Alex. Like, I'm not going to be able to wear crop tops. I'm not going to be able to wear this. I'm not going to be able to me. I am dressing more, not even provocative, because I'm not a provocative dresser. I'm just dressing younger. I'm dressing younger, if you will. Like, I'm wearing, this is a bodysuit and it's a thong bodysuit. And before this, I was walking around and it without my pants on.
Well,
Okay.
girl,
You look
Yeah.
Can I
matched.
ask you, what does a mommy makeover entail? Because sometimes I say to my husband, I had 2 C-sections back to back within 14 months. I'm like, am I gonna need a mommy makeover? Can you like walk me through what
Sure.
did you do?
So I had to go first to my OB, and he told me, like, yes, you have abdominal diastasis, so my muscles just weren't reattaching. I went through a program for 1 year where I lost 25 pounds, and that's how I knew I had it, because it was still there, and you can feel it. It was super uncomfortable. And I just figured, you know what, if I'm going to do this tummy tuck, like, I'm under, I might as well do what else I want. I really wanted implants, but for medical reasons, I didn't do it. It's not off the table, but I decided to do a full 360 lipo, which is my chin, which didn't even really do a lot. Like, I still have this, but you can't even tell. I did my arms, my legs, my stomach, and my upper back and lower back. And I would do it all again. It was not an easy recovery, but I would do it all again. It was a 9-hour surgery. I had the best month of my life. I was on a nerve block. I was in the clouds. I'm gonna be
no
honest.
pain.
No pain. I was like, this is amazing. I can run a marathon. And they were like, oh God. No, listen, I feel like we by society, we have this image, right? We're moms. We have kids to be selfless.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that we can't do stuff for ourselves. Like, I buy myself stuff, not as much as I used to, but I go for a massage once a month. I do things for myself because I needed to keep sane.
Yeah.
Like, I thrift shop. I love it. And like, I don't know. I think if somebody wants to have a mommy makeover, whether it's medically needed or personally, do it. Literally YOLO. I still say YOLO. And you're allowed to do it. It's your life. Like, that's why with the show and everything, like, I'm in the thick of it right now, but 10, 20 years from now, I'm going to look back and say, what a chapter. What a chapter. I've been doing it for a decade, and I'm still the same me. And I think people just think because I had surgery, I'm on TV for so long, like, I've changed. I'm a human. Of course I've changed.
We all change.
Yeah. Like, I think people don't see that side of me. And like, a lot of my friends and even our producers are like, God, I wish they saw this side of you. I'm a smart ass. Like, I'm quick. I'm funny. I did stand up when I was younger, but I cannot tell you a joke. So please don't ask. And I love to make people laugh, but it can come off as like snobby, but it's not meant to be. I'm just,
You don't give that vibe.
Not at all.
Gotta say.
No.
I am curious. Like,
so.
Katie and I are both kind of in this stay-at-home mom. Like, we have these careers, we're building this podcast. But a lot of people ask me, okay, well, when the girls are like older, do you want to go back to work, or what will the next chapter? Is there any interest for you in going back to work?
We actually talked about it, and he was like, Alex said, I don't want you to go back to work. And I was like, why? He's like, because he's going to do everything. This man doesn't even know where the dishwasher is, and he's standing in front of it.
So real.
No, I think that, we're very blessed, but just like I need to win the lottery, I'll tell you that. But we've changed our priorities and like the way we spend. Like, again, I thrift shop. I do the dollar store. I shop smart. That way I can stay home. And not everybody can do it, but I am not rolling in the dough over here. Okay. He works very hard and I do too for my social media. But if I had to go back to work or if I wanted to, it'd be a part-time thing. And I would do it at a store where I get a discount so I can, and that would honestly, I would love to work at like Nordstrom or Target and I'm like, what are you doing here? I'm like, you're getting my discount.
Yeah, I was just going to say Nordstrom is like the first thing that popped to mind when you said that.
I would love to do that, but my kids are still too little and, they get sick from school or this or like, I need to be present for them, but maybe when they're teenagers and like, I just want to be away from them just as much as they'll want to be away from me.
Yeah. So Hallie and I are both girl moms. We both have two girls. I'm curious for you in raising these three amazing humans, what kind of role model do you want to be for your kids, and raising sons to be gentlemen, but also for your daughter?
So I'm actually asked that a lot and I never have an answer for it because I don't want to put an image on it, right? Honestly, for me, having the surgery when I did that intentionally because I needed to be present for them and I wanted them to see me like at the pool. And they don't know that I deal with body image issues and it's not something they will ever know. But like when it comes to being a gentleman and stuff, that's where Alex he is the best dad ever. Like he is so good with them. I genuinely couldn't have asked for a better partner. As a husband, as a friend, as a dad, I'm so in love with him still, and like seeing him be that kind of dad, it's amazing. Like we had a birthday party yesterday, and it was for this cute little girl that Asher has gone to school with since they were not even walking. And Alex like pulled him aside. He said, "Asher, what she really wants for her birthday is a dance with you. So go ask her to dance. And it's really sweet." And so he went to go do it, but he saw that we had our cameras out and he got very embarrassed. So he ran away and like we were in the car and he asked Asher goes, "I feel really bad I didn't ask her to dance, but I will next year." It's so like Alex is phenomenal with that. But when it comes to me, I don't know. I'm a good parent, but I feel like I'm not a good parent because I'm the one that brings the snacks. I'm the one that has the snack bag and I pick them up from carpool and we go to soccer and gymnastics and they know that if they have a boo-boo, I'm the first one they're going to come to. And if it doesn't feel good, well, can you kiss it? Like that's how I parent. And if Alex says no, I'm a doormat. I dressed up as a doormat for Halloween. I swear to God, I got a poster board. I had paint. I let them walk in the paint, walk all over, and I put welcome on. That's me.
Hilarious.
So, like, in that, it's the most relatable costume. But when it comes to, like, how to be a role model for my kids, I don't know. I think for us, it really stems between us as a couple.
Yeah.
Our kiss in front of our kids. We hold hands. Alex lifts me up and throws me, and the kids are like, no, my Ema. But I think for them to see a loving, stable environment, that will help mold them, right? Yeah. Like Asher is my lover. He is. I mean, I love my kids, but he's my protector. When I had my hysterectomy a few months ago, he knew that Ema had a big boo-boo and he wanted to see it. So I showed him. He stood next to my bed for hours and didn't leave my side and held my hand. Oh my God. Like if I need something, Ema, do you need water? Do you need food? Are you okay? Can I kiss your boo-boo? Like things like that, because he sees Alex doing it. Mm-hmm. So I think being role model it really comes from both of us. Mm-hmm. And not everybody is as fortunate to be, and I don't take that for granted at all. Not everybody's as fortunate to be in our situation, but it's like you asked me this question, and I ask my friends. It's like I have friends that are single parents. I have friends that their husbands travel, and I'm like, how do you do it? Like the way I inspire people is the way I'm inspired by so many others. You know what I mean? So I guess I take from all aspects and just, I don't want to put an image on how to be a role model because I'm like a feminist, but I'm not at the same time. I'm very like all over the place. I'm just me, you know. If it goes, it goes. If it
Totally.
doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works for you, great. It didn't work for me, vice versa. That 5 second rule with the food on the floor is going to turn into the 20-second rule. You'll live. You'll be fine. Like, you know, we all
Yeah.
do it.
I do think that you are such a strong woman and your honesty and the way you really live with your heart on your sleeve. I think that you are a role model by what you're showing them. And I think
Thank
for your
you.
boys, yeah. And I think for your boys, like, not to quote John Mayer, but like, what did he say in that song? Like, fathers be
Wait,
good to
so
your
we
daughters
didn't
because they'll
change.
love. Yeah, yeah. But you know, like, men learn to love the way they see their father love, you know? So,
So true. It's so true. And my heart really goes out to people who don't have the situation that I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it blows. I don't know. I'm very lucky and I really have Alex to thank for it because he's very strong. He's very stable. I'm so not stable. You know, like I'm a mom of three. I'm totally not fine. But I don't know. We don't put a label on it. But we also something that we started to do, which I think will really help mold our kids now, because I was saying, like, waiting on the world to change. We're in a really crazy time.
Mm.
Our kids, I will tell you, from the very first day they went to school, they have been surrounded by kids of all races, all genders, all cultures, everything. So now when they are in new schools, like Shai is in a new school, it doesn't phase him. It doesn't phase him that somebody is wearing a cross or a star, somebody is black or white or has red hair. Like it doesn't phase him. And that was really important to us because we as parents, like our kids are not born to hate. They're born with two fears. And that is, I think it's height and loud noises. That's what we're born with. And
wow.
I recently read something. I think it's like height and loud noises. We're taught to hate. So for us, that's so pure to our core of like not hating somebody because of how they look. And they also know I have Tourette syndrome. I twitch, I tick, and they will ask me, and they know because I've had people like sit next to me and I'm like going like this, and I've had a parent be like, oh my God, get away from her. I'm not contagious. So we've made it very, very important things for us to show our kids like if somebody has a disability, you don't stare at them.
Mm.
You don't ask what's wrong unless it's been brought up. You don't look at somebody's color, you don't look at somebody's race. Like it's really important because we're in crazy times. And I think that's as a parent, that's where like the role model part comes in. It's just like I
Love.
don't know. We are very like we're not strict. We're strict with certain things, but we're not at the same time. Um, and I don't know. I just think that we try. I have got a tattoo on my arm after Ari was born that says "Lead with love,"
Mm.
and it's so important. And every time I am just in a situation where I know I need to bite my tongue, like lead with love. My kids know the saying. I say it all the time, and I think people will look at me and think, well, is she really that nice? Is she really like that? And all of my friends, all of my family will vouch for it. I will give my shirt off of my back to you. And that's what we teach our kids.
Mm.
You put others first and then you come last. And that's how I was raised, and that's how my kids are going to be raised. And if they see somebody who's being left out, they will always go and ask them to play. They will always share with somebody. That's like the most important thing for me is like leading with love, really.
You're
It's so
killing it.
important. And it's the
So
number one thing
important.
to teach our children is just like love, love, love. I always tell my daughter, we do these like affirmations, and it's like, I am brave, I am smart, and I have a big heart. It's like I make her, she says it every night, and I'm like,
I
we
love
just
that.
gotta instill this. And speaking of love, I do have to, we talked a little bit about the big anniversary coming up.
Uh,
How
yeah.
will you guys celebrate 10 years of marriage?
Funny you should say that because we were just talking about that. We have nothing planned.
I'm sorry, what?
So it's Ari's birthday.
Okay.
That girl. So I have her party that day. And we were thinking of, I want to do vow renewal because at our wedding, our rabbi did our vows, and Alex is always like, no, people get divorced after it, like bad juju. So I'm like, well, you can make a speech to me. I don't care. And you cannot ask ChatGPT. You have to think of it
Yeah.
yourself. So we were going to do a dinner, but like, it's expensive. So that's where like the honesty comes in. It's like we have 3 kids in school. Yes, we're only paying for 2 right now, but we want to go away. He doesn't have the time off from work. My passport is being renewed, so it's like in limbo. We have other trips planned, and we've never honeymooned. So that's the other thing is like I would rather spend money and go somewhere big, but like we have 3 kids in 3 different schools, so are Pop and Gigi gonna be able to watch them? You know what I mean? Like there's so many things. So right now we don't have anything planned. I think my wedding dress still fits me. So I want to go to dinner and wear it. Not the one from Israel, my more casual beach one. Probably not even gonna remember it's my wedding dress, honestly. I would be happy at like a fast food place wearing that dress. It's like a very Carrie Bradshaw moment, you know?
Yes. You're like at McDonald's or In-N-Out with like
Like a
a
French
burger. Yeah.
French. No, we don't have anything planned. And he's like, we need to do something. I'm like, you can take me to a store and buy me something, whatever you want. No, I don't know what we're doing. I'm so focused on Ari's birthday
Sure.
that I haven't even thought about it. And because I don't have a passport right now, I'm gonna have to wait. But we have other trips coming, so that's where like the priority. Maybe he's gonna surprise me with something. He's gonna surprise me with
You know what? We got you, girl. We are going to post this clip to Instagram. We're going to tag him and we're going to make sure he knows he's reminded. This is girl looking out for girl.
Yeah. Exactly.
We
I
figured,
appreciate, yeah,
yeah,
I appreciate that honesty though, because ain't that the truth of like, you got to plan your kid's birthday
something.
and your finances and passports and logistics and school pickup and grandma and grandpa, papa, it's just, it's a lot. So,
It's a tangled web.
yeah,
Everything is a tangled web, and you can't do something without, like, what is it? A cause and reaction. So much I paid attention in school. It's just that's like life, you know. And I think, truthfully, people don't get to see that side of me and us and our family because we don't do anything without thinking about everything that's in with it. Like, again, 3 schools, all of their schedules are different.
I know.
So
crazy.
The
And the mental
mental
load
load.
falls on you.
yes, yeah, and I make lunch every day, by the way, for all of them.
Yeah, same.
I
It's a mental load that no one will understand unless they are a mom.
Yeah.
right now, I am not even kidding you. I can show you. I have 20 pounds of chicken thawing. I am going to make because like you buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cook every night,
Yeah.
so I need to have food for tonight, lunch for tomorrow, and dinner for tomorrow, and lunch for the next day. And then I cook again.
Yeah.
Like these are things that I think about. And also the food restrictions at school, peanut free,
Peanut butter.
dairy free, soy free, just bring air at this point. Okay?
I know.
Water.
Like I and my kid with the water.
Yeah.
Really. I know.
Like but it's just a lot. These are things that Alex doesn't think of. And I also want to show my kids the power of prioritizing.
Mm.
It's something I'm still working on, time management. I get very caught up in like my ADD, my Tourette syndrome. I'm like 20 miles ahead. But to show them that you can do anything, like I right now, Shy's starting to say I can, and Alex is like, no, you can, you can. And to show them prioritizing, like if you're playing with this toy, but you want this one, which is more important to play with right now? You want to watch this show, but you want to do this, which is more important to you right now. And if it makes you happy, then it's okay. That's it. That somebody told me that once when I was trying on a dress that I couldn't afford. And I tried it on and I like lit up like the 4th of July. And I was like, I can't afford it. And she was like, does it make you happy wearing it? And I said, yes. She said, then get it, because then you're going to think about it.
Hmm.
And I lived by that motto to this day, probably a little too much, because everything I wear makes me happy. But it's true. Like, better, my dad always said, better to say I'll never do it again than I wish I did. And at this point in my life, that is how I'm living.
Hmm.
You know what? I have a few Chanel bags. It makes me happy. Better to say I'll never do it again than I wish I did. I have a daughter and two sons that are one day will get married. They're investments. Like,
That's right.
it's an investment.
Yes.
So, if it makes me happy, and if it makes you happy, do it. Just stop caring what other people think. And I know it's so much easier said than done, because you are connected to so many people, right? Like family, friends. And I always think how it can affect my friends and my family, like my girlfriend Noga, with everything that happened at this barbecue. It wasn't even a housewarming party. Like, I thought about her before how I would look, how I am.
Hmm.
I think about other people and like their feelings and their emotions. I'm an empath. I can pick up things and feel emotions and understand things. Like, in the spiritual world, I'm very into that. But like, in that situation, I thought about her before me.
Mhm.
Like, I don't care what people think about me as much as I care about how she's going to be affected. Because
Well,
I
you're
can move
angel.
on.
Yeah. You're truly an angel. And like, you have been so generous with your time. We're so grateful. We do have one last question for you.
Please ask
We're
anything.
loving watching your family. I mean, I think it's safe to say you are a fan favorite. If you and
You know
Alex were
what?
to have,
You said I'm not anymore.
you
I
are.
I asked ChatGPT, I literally typed in, please explain Loren Brovarnik. And it said, used to be a fan favorite. Now people are criticizing her. Like, so that's what I mean. Like, I let that affect me. I'm like, how the heck is ChatGPT going to affect me?
Okay.
But
Shots
it's
fired,
GPT
Chat. Yeah.
can
wild.
calm down. Calm
Yeah.
down.
Calm down.
Wild.
Well, we are here to tell you you are a fan favorite.
Yes.
And we would personally love to see a spin-off series centered just around your family. Is that something A, you would like? And B, what would that look like?
I love that idea. We had our spinoff previously, but so I'll give you some insight. Something Alex and I have been talking about for a very long time, and we've been manifesting. We feel like we have one big move in us, and it's not going to be across the street. We
Mm.
want to do a big move, like internationally, and we are trying to decide right now if we are going to go somewhere where we don't know anybody but can really enjoy life, or if we're going to go somewhere where it's going to be like living here financially, but we have all the support from family and friends. So that's actually been our biggest discussion, and hoping that it would be followed. We welcome it.
Yeah.
Like, our kids know, our friends with the cameras, like, they know. We don't talk about it, but we would love a spinoff just around us. I would love a spinoff just around us.
Let's
I like-
manifest it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this happen.
We're literally flipping a coin on what to do. I'm not kidding.
Can
We're-
you tell
Hey,
us what
you got-
where you're deciding?
No,
Can you tell? No.
Okay.
no.
Yep.
But we are like flipping a coin over what our next move is going to be.
Wow. When are you
Well,
making that decision?
Within the next 2 years.
Okay.
We have like some things we have to tie up over here and take care of here, and a move isn't just giving an ultimatum. Like, a move is for real, something you need to do together and decide together, and we're just trying to figure out which one's better for us, but it's going to happen.
Well, we're excited and we're tuned in. You'll have to keep us posted.
Yeah.
You'll have to tune in over the next few years.
Absolutely. Loren, you are so wonderful.
Thank you.
If you want to take a second before we sign off and tell our listeners like where they can follow you, where they can tune in, how they can see just all of you, family. Yes.
So you can find us on TLC on Sundays on 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. And you can follow me at Loren Brovarnik, LorenBrovarnik. And Alex is at Alex_Brovarnik. I am on TikTok now at Loren Brovarnik. I am on Poshmark. at L Brovarnik. Yeah, I have a Poshmark store
Shop your
now.
Good
closet.
finds, yeah.
Can shop what I've worn. Yep, shop my closet. Yeah, just go on social media, Google me. Do not chat GPT me because it's not great for me.
Oh, I love that so
Oh,
much.
well, thank you so
Um,
much for being here with us. This was such a treat.